Hey guys, welcome to episode 2 of Bagel Bites. This one we're going to do video game related. Last week was video game, or 2 weeks ago was video game related as well. But this time we're doing like each genre of games.
Or a selection.
Yeah, selection of games per genre or whatever. Our first genre is RPG. So, like, our favorite game for RPG, like our favorite RPG game, and we'll do it for like each thing. So we'll do like RPG, adventure, action, platformer, first-person shooter, stuff like that. So we're just gonna give our opinions. Holden's not here once again, so
get used to that.
Yeah. So I got Grayson as well. So we'll start off with RPG. So we'll just give our opinions on like our favorite RPG, I guess. I'll let you go first.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Alright. I'm gonna go with Pokemon for RPG. I've heard some people call Zelda an RPG. I disagree with that. Zelda 2, I could argue that's an RPG, but
There you go.
There's RPG elements to Zelda. I don't think it's an RPG. If it were, I'd probably go with that, but Pokemon's gonna be RPG for me. I just love how you can create your own party as opposed to just being limited to like 4 members throughout the game.
Yeah, that's true.
I think it's really cool being able to like team build and like just do your own thing with it. I've seen so many. I mean, I've done like runs where I just play as Bidoof and I'll get through that. So there's so many different things you can do. It's just like it becomes jazz to me at that point. So I'm gonna go with Pokemon.
That's fair. I think, I probably have to share that sentiment of Pokemon, but I want to give a fair mention to other franchises such as Final Fantasy. It was a very good RPG franchise.
I agree.
Grew up with that. And another kind of obscure one is Dokapon, that franchise. There's like Dokapon Kingdom, Dokapon Journey. Very good one, and it's multiplayer as well, so that's a little fun.
Yeah, that one's so interesting. It's like blending Mario Party with an RPG.
Yeah,
it's so cool.
And then, obviously Pokemon is what you got. I guess you can include Mario if you want, because they have like Paper Mario and Mario RPG.
Super Mario RPG, yeah, Paper Mario, Mario and Luigi.
Yeah, but I'd probably also go with Pokemon. Final Fantasy is a close second for me. Dragon Quest is another one I should mention.
Shouts to Grant.
Yeah, shouts to Grant. But yeah, I think we agree with Pokemon being our choice for like our favorite franchise for RPG. And moving on, we can do like platformer next.
Yeah.
So our favorite platformer franchise for each of us. I'll go first for this one. I think mine's pretty self-explanatory. I think Mario is my favorite. I grew up with Mario. It'll always probably be my favorite video game franchise. I just love it to death. And Crash Bandicoot's a second for me. That's probably second. But Mario, without a doubt, is probably my favorite platformer of all time.
Yeah, I think sticking with the 2D. Definitely like Sonic for me is very good platforming. I know it's to some people it's kind of like dumb platforming, but I mean if you actually play it, it's actually quite intricate. So
yeah, I
don't know. I've always loved Sonic and just there's so many great things about it. The music, the level design.
The music's amazing.
There's not a bad soundtrack to a Sonic game. I love the characters. I grew up with Sonic, so I'm gonna go with Sonic, kind of being the opposition to it.
Mario and Sonic, it's pretty good. And Crash obviously is the honorable mention there
for sure.
Moving on to first-person shooter, we'll do that third. There's a lot of FPS franchises that I actually like, but I'm just not good at FPS.
Yeah.
So that's why I kind of struggle to pick one. I'll let Grayson go first again since I went first last time.
Yep. I'm gonna go with Halo on this one.
Halo's a very good one.
I think I haven't played too much of Halo. I've only played a little bit, but from what I played, it was like the first first-person shooter game that I played that just felt right. I don't know. It felt really cool. To just play as it or play through it. I don't know. Call of Duty never really hit with me, and games like that never really vibed well with me. When I played through Halo, I was like, oh, this is actually pretty cool. So I'm gonna go with Halo.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna go with Halo, but I kind of want to try and spread the wealth a little bit. I think I might also go with Halo.
That's fine.
As it turns out. but I do enjoy a bunch of RPG franchises, or not RPG, first-person shooter.
Yeah, FPS.
What am I thinking? Such as like GoldenEye, that's a good franchise.
That's actually a good one. Yeah.
I like GoldenEye a lot. Left 4 Dead's a good one, even though there's only 2 games in that franchise. Call of Duty is probably the most popular FPS. And we're not counting like third-person shooters like Fortnite, for example, or Splatoon. There you go.
I don't know. First one that comes to mind.
But yeah, I think I'd also go Halo for FPS. I have more fond memories of Halo out of any other FPS franchise, aside maybe from Left 4 Dead. But that franchise only has 2 games, so I can't really go with that.
Yeah.
But yeah, moving on to, we're going pretty quick here. But moving on to like action/adventure/ like story-based, like any of those.
Narrative.
Narrative. I'll go first for this one. My favorite franchise for action/narrative/adventure it's probably the Uncharted series. I really enjoy the Uncharted series. Uncharted 2 is one of my favorite games of all time, and Nathan Drake's such a great character, has great charisma. And then Victor Sullivan and Elena Fisher are a great supporting cast as well. It's just an amazing series, and they do a really good job of paying respects to the Indiana Jones franchise, that set of movies. But they kind of do their own way about it, and it's done very well, and big shout outs to Naughty Dog. They did an amazing job with that franchise. So yeah, for narrative, I'd probably go with Uncharted.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to go with Like a Dragon / Yakuza for action adventure.
It's also a very good one.
Yep. Narrative for those games. Yeah, I mean, if you ever played through Yakuza 0, you'll know immediately the story is something else, and it's something that's going to stick with you. I knew from when I played that game that I was going to be hooked on it. It's so interesting. You get the exploration of the city. It's not necessarily open world. It's more of like open district is how I've heard it been described, which I agree with. Yeah, and it's just super cool how much stuff they put in those games to just make it. It's almost like a Frankenstein type of thing in a way of just how many different things there are to do in the game, but it's almost like real life in a way where there's a lot of different stuff you can do. So, and the narrative, the stories they've told are just insane. Really, really solid. It just keeps you on your toes the whole time, and to have like that beat 'em up style combat, driving it all it's so satisfying to just beat up a bunch of people in the streets of Kamurocho. So definitely, it's a solid series, and I'm excited to see the new games that are coming out. And,
both great franchises. Next, our final category is party games. Kind of a little for fun one for the last one. So for this one, I don't know if we're gonna include like companies. Like THQ has really good party games, but I think we could just do like franchises probably. I think I'd probably have to go with Mario. Honestly, I know I already chose Mario for another category, but Mario Party is one of my favorite series. Is that a word?
Yeah, I guess.
It's one of my favorite series of all time, Mario Party. It's just fun to strategize and like make certain moves that other people probably wouldn't make, and the mini games are always fun, and it's just a great series. And then if you want to expand upon Mario, you can also kind of consider Mario Kart a party type game, since you're like playing with your friends and stuff. But yeah, I think Mario has a great like variation of like each particular series they do. Mario Party, like each particular Mario Party game is like different from each other one
For sure.
and same with Mario Kart. So yeah, just a bunch of variation in the Mario series. And then you also have games like Mario Tennis, Mario Golf. Mario Sports Mix is a really good game. Mario Super Sluggers, Mario Strikers. Just got a wide variation in the Mario franchise for party games.
I think I'd agree with that. I think to like zone in on it a little bit more, personally, I would go with Mario Kart. I have a lot of fond memories of playing through Mario Kart, and Yeah, like you said with Mario Party, every game's different. Every
Yep.
game is drastically different in Mario Kart.
100%.
Like you could be good at one game doesn't mean you're going to be good at another one.
Yeah.
You know, everyone has their game that they're like. Everybody has
Yeah.
their Mario Kart game that's like that's what I own things in, and you know, then you switch to another one and it's like, oh shit. You know,
Yeah.
everyone has that moment.
A good example is that, like, for me, for instance, I'm amazing at Mario Kart Wii. I like to, pride myself on that one.
Yeah.
But I suck ass at, like, games like Mario Kart DS. I'm not really great at, or even like Mario Kart 64. I'm pretty bad at.
Yeah.
And then, like Grayson, he's really good at 8 Deluxe.
Yeah.
And then other games such as, like, I think Mario Kart 64.
Mario Kart Wii,
Mario Kart
not
Wii.
good. Mario Kart 64, not good. I'm good at DS and
Mario Kart
7.
yeah. I'm pretty good at 7 as well.
Yeah, but when you put me on Mario Kart Wii, it's like I fumble every time. Mario Kart 64, fumble every time. So
Yeah.
it's insane. I love how there's so much variety in just the gameplay. Everyone has their Mario Kart, where I don't know. I think it's really fun. Because I feel like when you start to go with like I was thinking about Smash for a second. Which I think is good, but it gets very competitive.
And that's also, I wouldn't consider Smash in the Mario franchise, because
Yeah.
it includes so many other characters.
Right.
As well.
Yeah, but I feel like Mario Kart is even if you're really good at it, there's still a lot of playfulness to it.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go with Mario Kart to just be more specific.
Yeah, I'll go, to be more specific, since I said Mario.
I know you went more depth to Mario Party. But
yeah, I'll go with Mario Party. That's our list that's each of our lists. I'll put like each thing on screen of like each genre and each particular franchise we chose / like game series.
Yeah.
But yeah, those are our lists for particular genres of video games, and I hope you enjoyed this rendition of Bagel Bites. And tune in next week where we talk about probably music or something.
Probably music or something.
Grayson will be back for next week, but
I'll be wearing the same clothes.
Yeah, same here. I don't know why, but we just decided to wear the same clothes. Thank you guys for watching, and make sure to bite into the next bagel.